Um, hey guys. Dad came back with the cigarettes and milk, so it's that time where we come back off of our beautifully long break, and we just straight ball for the next year, or at least until I decide to get off YouTube again and have a fun life or whatever. But I don't know what else you want aside from, me churning out more content that would be appealing to you guys. So that's exactly what I did. So I couldn't stop thinking about YouTube for a solid maybe 2.5 months, maybe. So I don't know. I mean, I would say it was more like held at gunpoint by one of my homeboys. And he was like, "You play Dying Light, or else I will leak your home address." I'm like, "I know you that long, bro. It's been like 5 years. Please don't do that." And then he pretty much dropped that. All right, I won't. But you better upload the video to YouTube. So that's exactly what I'm doing. And that is exactly what I did over the course of 2 months. Sorry, guys, I have a little bit of cold going on. Currently, in my beautiful state of Texas, we're facing what I would call a winter freeze. Again, the sequel, Electric Boogaloo. That's right, my power grid is probably going to go down as I'm recording this. But, we straight ball. This is my channel. I can do whatever I want, such as succumbing to the cold like I'm some cat in a cold box. But, you don't care about that. You want this. You want my beautiful content shoved into your face so we could just straight up get back into the grind of making YouTube videos, or you can have it be an autoplay or whatever. I don't care what you do with it, but all I'm saying is we're back and we're playing Dying Light, but this is a beautiful one. It's a challenge video. Can you beat Dying Light with only crafted weapons and items? That's right. I said it, and I'll say it again. This is a crafted weapons only run. So it means if I have weapons, I can't use it until I put a mod or like an attachment to it. So like you're gonna see in this video, I get a couple things like the DLC packs. Those have the modded weapons where it's like you can create them from scratch. Those count. But I was debating, which I want to say took the longest time to like put in this video, is if I should actually use them. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. I was dying slightly. But yeah, so the hard part of this, it wasn't necessarily getting the resources. It was just getting like the blueprints. Because for some reason, they just made it the hardest thing to get. And like, you can't really start crafting blueprint weapons until you get to the, what's that thing called? The substation, or after that substation, where you get one called like the water current. And it's really good for a little bit until you get better weapons and rank up, and then you can mod those into better things. But I did immediately fail the challenge like the first time because I couldn't figure out how to craft a weapon because I didn't realize what kind of challenge I wanted to do, which is a horrible thing to do when you're making a challenge video. But instead, I decided to just club it to death with the water pipe, which, it means I failed the challenge almost instantaneously. But I'm just gonna segue into this right about now. So I don't know if your eyes are working at all, but like I did all the missions as I could, and I do have a shotgun in my hands. But before you complain about it, it is a DLC gun called the Ox Cannon, which this thing came in clutch as often as you would think it would, because it's like a one-hit kill. That is if you get them in the head, or if it's a person. But even then with the person, it's a little bit iffy. But this gun was so good, it just like, it got me through so much. And the best thing was like, you could get it like at the start of the game if you help this one guy named Jeff. And like all he does is just turn on the gas valves. But that's a bit of a frustrating mission because runners keep spawning. But like when I mean it's an insta-kill gun, I'm talking like blow this guy apart, because it's like it deals fire and explosive damage too, which is insane. I don't even think it was that. Oh my gosh, I don't even think it was that much to craft. I think it was like I don't even know, but it was not bad at all. But doing this, I ended up sieging like Rice's compound and stuff. I did also get a AK, or it wasn't like an AK. It was one of the police rifles, so I was able to like craft that into one of the rust guns. I think it was the salvage rifle is what it was called. But doing that, I was able to like get that so I can have less of a headache shooting these guys. Because I don't know if you know this or not, but having a shotgun with an enemy at far range, at least in video games, is like the worst because it does nothing. It's, you know, poor accuracy or whatever. But it made so much, I don't know, like heavy lifting not as horrible. But I don't know. I mean, I don't really know what else to say about it because like it was kind of hard to get because they're everywhere. But like when you have nothing to use against enemies, like in the means of ranged weapons outside of like the buildings and stuff, it's kind of hard because then you have to fight the virals. And since I'm playing in this on nightmare difficulty, you don't exactly heal instantaneously. It takes forever. I think it takes like 10, 12 seconds for you to actually heal as much as you can on a single med kit. But after that, I'm forced to fight in like this arena for Rice's stronghold after they stabbed Dr. Zere. But this part was kind of hard. I didn't know what to do because they took everything I had, all my weapons, all my resources. So I just spent like the next 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes crafting everything I could. Or not even crafting. I think I just destroyed everything I had. And like I just like I don't know, I threw hands basically. Since I couldn't craft anything, I just like drop kicked. I used the God given hands so he can, you know, give me that E for everybody rating. You know, it was kind of a thing. Like I dropped on them so they could fall in the spike traps. Like I even tried like taking up everything I could, but not a single thing that I could use to like craft a weapon. So I kind of like, I was gonna give up. No, if I'm being honest. Because like over here, I didn't really know what else I could do because I couldn't do anything until I just, you know, I took them all out. Until I got hit with the Demolisher. So I want to say I spent 3 hours trying to deal with this guy. I am not joking when I say 3 hours. It was so bad. Like I don't know if you could fathom. I was doing damage to this guy. Yeah, sure, but that was with the propane tanks. And then when the propane tanks were gone, I couldn't do anything else with them. I was just running around there, dodging his attacks. I was like destroying everything I could to try and get something out of it, but nothing was coming that I could use. So what did I end up doing? I used these hands. I was throwing lefts and rights. I was doing my kicks and everything, and nothing was doing. I mean, maybe like an eighth of a bar of his health was gone, but like I was not gonna sit here for another 4, maybe 3 hours trying to fight this guy. It was stupid. I died an unfathomable amount of times. Like, I was getting hit. It was like watching a nuclear explosion versus a little baby. And it's like, who's winning, the baby or the bomb? And clearly the bomb worked because this guy is like the size of an elephant versus Kyle Crane, who, by the way, is probably like 5'7", you know, average American height. There's no way I was going to win this until a little guy on Reddit said, if you damage him for... I don't know if you had like your survival rank up as high as you can, you were able to max out your physical or strength or power level. And you know, I didn't really want to do that because that means I would have to be here longer. So I instead failed the challenge again and used the arena machete, and I broke his chest plate. So I, you know, after doing that, I tried making an exception to use like destroying his breastplate and whatever and going hand to hand, and it still didn't do anything. So then I just comped it into I'll just kill the guy, get him out of the way as fast as I could. And I mean, it did work. It was disappointing, but you know, you gotta take what you can get, because I couldn't do anything else about it aside from just taking the L where I could. But I think this one was probably one of the hardest aspects of this challenge. And as you can see on screen, my computer does glitch out quite a bit because this bad boy is not meant for streaming this kind of game. If you guys have seen the kinds of games I have played on this channel, ain't no way it would be able to capture all of this without freezing and glitching. But yeah, you see right now I'm just dodging. I'm like gonna go over this over like an ESPN kind of teller guy. It's kind of bad. Like, I don't know. I probably should have spent 7 hours wailing on this guy with my God-given hands. But, you know, there was nothing else I could have done about it, aside from just going E for everybody, punching my wall and breaking my controller as I died for the 30th time. But it is what it is. But, you know, after that, then we go all the way and deal with this one guy in Old Town. Well, yeah, I wouldn't say old guy, because what is the guy's name? You know what? Screw that. Nuh-uh. We're not gonna go over there just yet. We're gonna go back to the clock tower because then we remember Jade is being kidnapped by that guy Rice. That's right, the sack of rice, Rise, and he has to go and like force Kyle Crane into this little stalemate battle. So that's what we do. We go all the way to this little fortress, except I actually spent a solid week leveling up as high as I could because I remembered the Tahir battle is the worst thing in the world. The reason why I say it's the worst is because when you're fighting him, like halfway through, he gets more people to help him fight. I think it's like 4 or 5 people there. So it's just the worst thing in the world. So like I'm fighting through this little like courtyard of people. Takes forever. I die at least 2 or 3 times, but it is what it is. I don't know. I mean, I could have done something else. I'm just saying that. But all I gotta say is when I had a fight to here, I couldn't do anything that was like hand to hand because he moves super quick too, and like when he slaps you, like straight up pimp slaps you, he like reaches all the way down like he's trying to reach for a little like gun so he can do a duel, except the only thing that's getting whipped out is my skull because this guy hits me so hard it like goes like sending me back and it leaves me dead on the floor like friggin' not Naruto, what's that guy's name, Goku. If I know like the meme I'm talking about, I will put it right there. But he hits you so hard it looks exactly like that. And I am not joking. Let me see. If I can find that clip, I'll put it right here. That's right. I finally found the clip. Thank you, future me, by the way. I am also recording this as I edit because your boy loves to procrastinate. And if you don't already know that, then you clearly did not watch my Halloween videos. So since I could not like go band for band with this man, I decided I'll just use the weapons that I'm provided. But the key thing is they have to be broken, so I don't get any of the points from killing Tahir. Of course, I can't exactly get rid of the survivor points from completing the mission, but that's a different story. Main being, I don't max out any of my survivor stats because as soon as I finished the game, I stopped playing all entirely because I just couldn't stop thinking about this. I'm like, you know what? I'm done. But I did die so much. Like, I think like a solid hour and a half was dedicated to like whittling down a quarter of his health, maybe a third of his health, just with this like a broken machete. And by the time I did do that, his like goons came out of nowhere. His little goon squad. So since I was like having such a frustrating time to deal with these guys, because every time I was getting touched, he was like gangbanging me.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
And I could not handle that. So what I did was I had a little strategy. I hid in the doors because I didn't realize you could actually go through the doors and wait and close the doors. So what these little Goombas did was I would hide behind these doors until they'd all like come and like hide around that door, and I'd run out, shove it open, and it would knock them down just enough time for me to kill at least one of them. If I was lucky and greedy, at least 2. So, you know, I'm a little goblin, so I decided to take full advantage of that. I was like beating on him. I was like, wham, wham, wham. It was frustrating. This whole section, I stopped. So like the video you're watching is in like 3, maybe 4, maybe 5 times speed. This is several.
I fucked that. Bro, damn.
Several clips compiled into one at different speeds because it was just so much footage. Like I want to say on average, each video I had was maybe like an hour, maybe 2.5 hours long. There was this one segment where I completely maxed out my recording card because there was just so much going on. I did not feel like I wanted to stop recording it. Like here, this fight was going on for such a long time. It started getting buggy at the end. Like I drop kicked this one guy. I don't even think it recorded here, but like I drop kicked him so hard that it like flung him across and he died, and it was insane. But like it was just a lot because there was so much going on, so much happening. All the fog was even messing up my computer because, you know, a lot of particles going on, a lot of particle effects, but it was not good for my laptop at all. But I mean, I'm talking so much because this whole segment easily is 5 minutes long, or at least to you guys, it's 5 minutes long. But for me, this was an hour, maybe 2 hours. I stopped just to go on Reddit to see if it was even possible to like kill this guy without the weapons. And you can see me. I stopped for a second because I was trying to kill him without it. But then I finally did. And I got the most satisfying death from this fool ever. And don't get me wrong, I've played this game easily 8 times. But it never feels worse, or it doesn't feel any better when you can oh my gosh, when you have something like a goal in mind, like killing this bad guy, and it's like the hardest difficulty, and you restrict yourself to certain items and weapons. And oh my god, it made me feel proud doing it too. But like, if I had the audio on for the video that I had, I would totally just shut up and let you guys hear it. But since I don't, I'm gonna keep yapping in your ear holes right now. And I'm just gonna let you sit and stew in it. And if I got the rights, I'd probably play the music for the game. But, you know, I would love to. But we'll see what Techland says about that. I will probably be sending them an email so I don't get DMCA struck for using their music. And if they don't say anything, kudos to them for being such an awesome company. But anyway, we then meet Dr. Camden, because like I said, the fight recorded for such a long time that my capture card got maxed out, and then I had to stop recording there, and then I realized it stopped recording because I was on for like 4 hours, and then I see this, and I'm already like, I don't know, I was at like the Tower of Rice, completing the game, and it was just so much, because like I thought I was doing super good on time and everything, and I didn't realize it until I see the game and it says camera no longer recording, and I was so angry. But this section I'm so glad I got to do almost first try, mind you, until I get hung up on things such as the game glitching and me just being a bad video game player. Like I could have killed all those guys, but I didn't. You know why? Because I hate having experience points, and I needed every bullet I could get, because there's a little section in that tower you're supposed to go to kill him. And by the way, that little slide portion you guys saw, that was a transition. I died in this tunnel, and like that little sliding down spot was a beautiful spot for that transition. I don't know how it came out so clean like that. It just did. And that's probably the thing that took so long to do. But I'm so glad it came out perfect. But I don't really know else what to say about that part, but this whole section for the volatiles is such a memorable scene, because it's like when you get to this, like it's like a ladder. You can actually watch them fall off, and you do get power points from it. Like if you see at the top, you would see a couple points go up if they at least hit you or something. But after that, you just go all the way over. I don't know. You have to go through the arena. It was a lot, but like I keep saying it was a lot because this really was so much work and so much effort. But I don't really know what else, because like I also keep saying I don't know what else, but I'm losing like a train of thought for this, because I came to the idea, I don't know if I really want to keep like doing a challenge video in such an open space, but then again, when I record it and edit and then like playing it, I love it. It's something fun. It's something different to an experience of a game. Like when there's a game with high amounts of stuff to do, it is like the best thing ever. Like my Fallout videos, I love doing that. That is my favorite thing to do. Because like, I don't know, but the Fallout New Vegas videos, there's just so much potential for things that's available. It's like it's what it's made to do, just to have full encompassed access of whatever you could for the gamer, and I like that. But enough about that sappy stuff, because I'm definitely going to do another challenge video, but I don't know what yet. But then again, I'll probably just do something Fallout related again. But as you can see, I'm going into the other tower. 9/11 joke right here, insert. But this portion used to be the worst thing for me, because like you're climbing the tower and stuff, and you're getting struck by enemies all over, while you also have to parkour in these like tight little beams. I used to fail so hard in those portions for no apparent reason, and like because they're so small, and like you have to be very careful with how you move and stuff. And by the way, you can't use your grappling hook here, like not at all. It is a restricted item, because I don't know, that'd be cool. But the thing I hated the most when it came to this ending was fighting Rice. Because, like, yeah, it's the cool cutscene and everything. Well, at least it is a cutscene. But the thing I hated was when they put friggin' quick time events like that. You see that? I got hit with a quick time event. That was the worst. I think I didn't die, but I died there. I pressed the wrong friggin' button. And that was the worst thing, and it killed me. So over here, I tried not to die again because every time you do die, it spawns you like a second behind it, and it just ruins everything. Because it ruins all the tension building, it ruins everything, it just sucks. So when I finally did it again, I got the satisfying ending of this guy getting stabbed in the gut because he's a total loser. But I don't know. You hear him cry a lot about it. He's like, "Oh, kill me. I am guy named Rice. Kill me because you're a good guy and I'm bad guy." All stuff like that. So I don't really care. But I finally did it. I got the game completely. Like, I did fail the challenge though. Like, don't keep that in mind. But the only reason I failed was because I'm bad at playing video games. And you could say I gave up in the challenge or whatever. But like the only reason I failed is because I just like I don't know. I didn't want to spend the excessive amount of time just whittling down this one guy's health. Because don't forget, guys, I might be a YouTuber, but I do have a life. Like, I have escuela to go to, like, school. I still do that, by the way. Um, so, like, I couldn't spend such an excessively long day. Because, like, the reason this took so long is because I was on break and stuff like from school and things. And then after that, I had to go and do like weekend stuff. So it's like I didn't have so much time to work with to the point where I'm like, I'm going to spend 7 hours in my room today. And all I'm going to do is play Dying Light. No, I couldn't do that. So I finally did it. I did the game. I beat it, but I did not beat the challenge. But definitely, you can beat Dying Light with no weapons, or not without weapons. You can definitely beat it as a hoarder. Don't get me wrong with that. But I couldn't. I'm pretty sure you could, but there's just no way I could have done it. So, without that, I'm sorry to tell you guys, but the video is going to have to come to an end, and that is the end of Dying Light. Thank you, and good night.
And we know each other from class. Thanks for coming over.
Not another speeding ticket. I'll fight it in court, but I don't think they're gonna accept gotta go fast as a medical condition.
Enough. Operation Park Lift. We would obtain both.
That's a fucking bite wound. You goddamn stupid fucking kid!